This is day 20 of my polyphasic sleep experiment, and I think I just remembered the powers of dreams. Complicated. Now, a few days ago I was very tired, and I thought it was something to do with not having enough sleep. But I think now that I was actually kind of starving. I didn't even notice. Yesterday I just spent the whole day eating. I think that me being awake for so long, awake and active, actually means that I need much more food, and I wasn't used to eating so much, and I had some problems with digestion, so I wasn't eating much. I was eating, but just not a lot. And yesterday I just was feeling so hungry. I was eating the whole day, and I had a lot of energy, and I was very happy and active and did lots of stuff until I ate so much my stomach hurt. But it felt good because I really felt I needed it, and I really felt like I was rested very well, and I had a very good night's sleep this night, and in the morning I woke up great and did some stuff, and then I took a nap just now, and I think that because I was very well rested and well fed, I the most of my nap was excellent, and I think towards the end my brain kind of relaxed or something, and it went back to heavy dreaming because maybe my body kind of signaled that it's okay now. We have lots of energy. You can go visit that heavy dreaming place. And I'm a bit shocked because I remember now the maybe the purpose of heavy dreaming. I was in a very beautiful room, and it was a very good atmosphere, very friendly and safe and light and funny and bright and very aesthetically pleasing. It was like a room out of a French museum or something, but kind of a family room, like it was still being used, not frozen in time like museums usually are, but maybe the way like an old mansion would feel when the people are still living there. And it felt like a family room, like the room where people put the Christmas tree. And I was standing in that room and feeling very good and happy and safe. And then I turned around and something sparkled, and I'm not sure if it happened by itself or I made it happen because I was curious to see where the spark is coming from. I think I made it happen. I think I turned around and I saw something that made me want to investigate. So I made it, like, I shook it up, and then it burst into flames. And then I realized that the room I was in actually had a big fire, and suddenly the whole room seemed totally different, and the room had this fire in it, and I saw a big piano, a grand piano, just next to the fire, and I saw this piano turning a bit, and then I saw in the middle of the piano a black hole, and I realized that at some point a young lady was burned alive sitting playing at this piano, and and it like it like struck me like very very intense, this not feeling of fear but feeling of reality. Like I realized that the room I was originally in was actually fake, and what I'm seeing now is what was in that room all along. And I could feel not the horror of somebody dying in an accident or a disaster, but I felt the horror of a cover-up. I felt a very strong negative emotion of somebody in pain when he's not allowed to show it. Horrible pain, but pain that is kind of self-inflicted when somebody's ashamed of their emotion and they're not allowed to show it because maybe people around him won't react well, so the pain is being bottled up, and when that happens it becomes kind of a monster inside that is consuming people with fire. And I'm kind of trying to figure out what all these symbols mean to me, because I think it's personal. And I'm trying to recognize the feeling, because it's a certain kind of feeling that I had several times in my life. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to recognize it. And what I'm feeling now is that maybe I'm quite sure that yesterday, when I was actually more aware because I was rested and I was eating, sorry for that, maybe I think I felt this from somebody, and I'm not sure who. I'm trying to go through all the people I met yesterday, and I think one of them had, or maybe some of them, I don't know, had this pain in them. And maybe it's a person that I've met earlier this week, but I was just too tired, so I didn't register this feeling. Or maybe I did, and only now it was more intense, so somehow it was more clear. I'm quite sure it's not my pain, because I recognize it, but I don't experience it now. I used to when I was a child. I had these kind of moments where I was forced to be untrue to what I was feeling, or I thought that I was forced to. It's very complicated, but basically it's a feeling that you're not allowed to express your emotion, your pain, because the people that are close to you will disapprove and will leave you. It's a feeling, it's a fear of being abandoned. And I think all people are very sensitive, and actually they are so sensitive that sometimes they don't like it when other people are sad, because it makes them sad, and they can't handle being sad right now because they're trying to not be, because it's too much for them somehow. So especially if it's a child, especially if a child is sad and the grown-up can't really handle it. So I think the grown-ups won't let their children be sad because it's too much pain for them. So the children who are very sensitive to these things, sometimes they just pretend that they're not sad, so the parents won't be. And they pretend a lot of things that they're not. And it could escalate into some serious stuff and very negative view of a person's feelings and desires and safety and the fear of rejection. Actually, it's this kind of state that when you are unable to ask what you want and what you need, because you being needy is too much of a burden to the people that are taking care of you. So you pretend that you don't need and you don't want. And then you kind of have to figure out other ways to get your stuff. So you don't say, I want this. You say, well, I think you know what people might say. They invent all kinds of different ways to get what they really want. And I was just now dreaming of something that is a part of somebody that I met, because it's not a part of me for so many years. I can recognize it because I know it, but I've not experienced it yet right now. And my relationship with the people around me are nothing like that. And I trust them and I love them, and I can ask what I need, and this is almost foreign. That was very surprising for me to feel this way in my dream. And maybe it was something my boss said that I met. Maybe it was something I saw in my boss's boss, which she came to visit and give us a holiday present. And this lady is walking into the kindergarten and she's looking at me and I'm looking at her and I say, yes. And she's looking at me and she's saying, oh, you don't recognize me, do you? And I was like, oh, no, sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm your boss. Happy holidays. Here. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I don't know, maybe it's something in her somehow. Or maybe it was another lady that I was working with that came to help us. She's very, very happy and very enthusiastic, but she's got this something broken showing sometimes, but I don't think that's her. And maybe it's the bus driver that I've noticed that was extremely nice. And he, driving the bus, he was trying to make everybody feel good. And he would, yesterday I noticed him because he was like almost forcefully nice. Like, are you cold? Are you okay? Would you like me to shut the window? Where do you need to stop? I can stop here if you like it here. Is it better for you if I stop here? And like, I'm fine. And I don't know who it was, but I think it was somebody. And I think that I picked up on it because I wasn't very tired. And I think it's a lot. And when I'm not sleeping enough or not eating enough, I don't pick up on these things because I just don't have the energy. But it's an interesting life, and this is what dreams are for. Now I know. I don't know what I know, but I know I know. Yeah.